So Adrian, we're seeing rising confidence in UK economic recovery. I'm just wondering, in this market, who'd be a seller?
I think because of that economic recovery, we're starting to see a wider range of sellers. Prior to, if you like, the sort of the positive news that we're starting to see in terms of the wider economy, lots of sellers were coming to the market as owner-managers who have had a bit of a mixed 12 months. And some have sort of flourished and want to get back to work and carry on with their business. Some have spent that time with their family and decided, all had a bit of a worry or a shock during the last 12 months and decided, actually, what I don't want to do is spend the rest of my life running this business, and so are looking to sell. So we've got sellers who are doing so for very personal reasons. But as actually, confidence returns to the market, we are sort of starting to see a wider range of sellers coming forward to look to exit their businesses.
Well, that's interesting. So actually lifestyle decisions are really playing into some of these deals that you're observing at the moment.
That's absolutely right. And so what we try to do is get right into that conversation with them. We understand that this is a very human decision, and we try to walk them through what their options might be. In any growing business, it's always the case that if you wait, you will achieve more, but ultimately you would end up waiting forever on that line of logic. And that's why that sort of human factor comes in and becomes so important, because it might be that a seller has had to delay because of either Brexit or the pandemic, or, as I say, simply that they've had a bit of a shock or just some sort of a wake-up call that makes them think there are more important things in life.
And Adrian, what's your view on CGT? Because clearly you were very busy pre-budget. A lot of deals the Quantum did. There was an expectation there would be some changes. We haven't seen that. It feels like it's been a bit of a red herring so far. But in the fullness of time, you do think there will be tax changes, and that plays into the mind of founders of firms, I guess.
I think CGT is really driving behaviour. We were, as you say, extremely busy right ahead of the spring budget this year because of fears of CGT. The expectation really was that we would see CGT being aligned with income tax. It didn't happen. That was a surprise. There wasn't a breath mentioned about it. Nevertheless, we still expect it to happen, and for a few reasons. Clearly there's a pandemic to pay for, even though frankly, raising CGT won't raise a huge amount of money, but it's politically popular. This is a sort of a tax the rich sort of thing. But also, and perhaps importantly, and as a curveball, of course, Joe Biden has said he's going to do it. And of course, if America does it, that whole argument of, the rich they're too mobile, they'll simply move elsewhere, falls away.
And what about this trend for founders of firms, entrepreneurs, to hand over their companies to their employees? I think you've been involved in some of those transactions. Do you see more?
Although they've been around for a while, actually employee ownership trusts, as they're called, are on the rise. They're politically popular because it's about almost a democratic sort of ownership, and so it's sort of and in terms of levelling up of the economy, they help. From a seller's perspective, they are quite an easy transaction to manage. A seller remains in the driving seat much more so than with a traditional transaction, and we can't ignore the fact that you can sell your business tax-free. So versus the potential change in capital gains tax to maybe 45%, a tax-free sale is very appealing indeed.
So you have a warm feeling in your heart and also a warm feeling in your wallet as you step away from the company.
That's exactly right.
Adrian, thanks so much.
Thank you.